this oil is 5 times as big and cheaper than this oil. And I'm gonna explain to you right now why I would always buy this one and never let this one go into my body. What's up, it's Dr. Livingood. We're breaking down proper cooking oils today. This might be the biggest missing piece when it comes to your health. It certainly is in our SAD, standard American diet. We focus a lot on carbohydrates, we focus a lot on sugars, and rightfully so, but the oil in your cupboard, the oil in your cooking, and the oil in your products is the fastest way to heart disease, inflammation, cholesterol problems. This is why it matters so much. So I'm gonna break this down for you. By the way, this is canola oil, and any kind of seed oil should be avoided. Why? They're so unstable. It takes a lot to get a canola, which comes from a rapeseed, to get it into a form where you can actually enjoy it. So these type of seed oils, sunflower, soybean, cottonseed, we avoid those because they're very unstable. The type of fat that they are, when they get exposed to any kind of stresses, heat or any kind of light, they start to break down. Well, if they're already starting to break down, they are going rancid inside of your body. Think stinky fish on the bank of a river. That fish is going to start to decompose really quickly. Well, that's what happens to this seed oil very fast. It's very unstable. So the fact that it's an unstable oil that got heated to be made and it's in a clear container, when you put this into your system, your cells start to get congested, and then your body starts to make new cells out of a rancid oil. Not a good formula when it comes to chronic disease and health. So the canola oil and any kind of seed oil is going to go. So here's what you do buy. So if I was looking to find one, I really like to stay with the foods that you can almost just squeeze and oil comes out. Think olive, avocado, coconut. These are very stable oils that you can heat to really high temperatures and they don't go rancid inside of the system. So I'm standing in front of my favorite right now, which is avocado. And if I was looking at different avocados, I'll show you a couple things to note when you're picking them out. We definitely want olive and avocado to be extra virgin. And that is because the extraction process, they're making sure they're not heat them. They don't damage the oil in the process of getting it to you, to the table. Now, this oil, obviously in a darker container, that's always a good sign for any kind of oil, so that light exposure doesn't break it down and oxidize it, making it go rancid. Also, this one's 100% sourced. That's always a really good thing to look for because it's all coming from one place. They're not taking oil from one part of the world and another part of the world and mixing them together. This is going to be singular sourced, which makes it easier to control the quality of it. And it's got non-GMO verifications on it. Sometimes they'll even say organic. You don't have to go all the way to that, but make sure it's at least extra virgin. If it's singular source, even better. So that's kind of the rule for olive oil and for avocado oil. That's what you want to be looking for. But that's why that one is more expensive than that giant container of canola. Now, my other favorite outside of olive and avocado is coconut. So here's a great option for coconut oil. It's organic, so we know it's cleanly sourced. There's not pesticides that are ending up in the actual coconut to make the oil. It's unrefined, which means it has minimal process. So then when it runs through a machine, the more refining you do to it, you risk heavy metals showing up in the actual oil. It's unrefined, it's virgin, expeller pressed. So this is not heated to high temperatures in order to get the oil to a form that you can actually eat it. USDA organic, we always love that symbol. Another favorite right above that is ghee. And ghee is actually just butter that's been clarified. They actually just run it down and get the water out of it. So what you're left with is more of the cream, a little bit sweeter, very healthy fat, good to cook with. It'll stay much more stable than butter will. That's another option for a good oil. Oils matter. Oils matter a lot. You can experiment with a lot of different ones. There's endless choices in the oil aisle. Stay away from seed oils. That even includes flaxseed. You need to be careful that it's in the cooler section. So if I were to see flaxseed in a section like this, I'm not buying it here. It's got to be kept in the cooler section and kept cold because it can go rancid so quickly. It does have a lot of health benefits. You got to make sure it's cool. Also, grapeseed oil, which usually only shows up occasionally in like a mayonnaise, but it's another option that can be used. Just don't heat them too hot. So olive for salads and light cooking, avocado for high heat cooking, coconut oil, ghee right in the middle. That's sort of the rules of breaking down oils. Now you kind of have an idea of what you're looking for, a couple of those main keys. Get them extra virgin, singularly sourced and organic if you can. Stay away from the seeds. There's a beneficial help to help you not only with the carbs, but with the fats, so you're not congested and driving your cholesterol the wrong direction or inflaming your body. If you like that one, check out the other videos on the YouTube channel and subscribe.